And if you really love something, it's, you know, how much is it worth to you? Is it worth being patient and talking about problems? Because, you know what, Random, here's my thought on how you're saying you're drowning in all the hate. Is it, you know, is it lame to have it actually be hate and anger and toxicity? Yes, that is lame. And does that kind of drown a community in, you know, negativity and just sadness? Yes, definitely. So I want to validate, first of all, the fact that you feel, you know, smothered by all the hate and flaming and toxicity. I completely agree with that part. Now, counterpoint, if I may, the thing about problems is that the only way to solve them is to first identify them. People have to be able to call them out, right? You have to be able to identify a problem or you're never going to be able to fix it. So calling it out, as long as it's done in a civilized way, right? There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. That's a good thing. That's a really good thing. I'm a programmer. My profession by trade. I'm a programmer. I'm a developer. I have built countless things in my career at work, and I've also launched several personal projects, one of which has had over 300,000 downloads. Just a personal project, add-on for World of Warcraft that I made like 7 years ago, that's had, it's got to be approaching 500,000 downloads in the near future. And I can tell you from that process of personally as an individual putting something out there, feedback from the users is the number one, like single most valuable thing you could possibly have. If I didn't get comments and bug reports and feature requests on my add-on, on my, you know, my personal programming projects, Alliteration City, if I didn't get feedback and bug reports and feature requests and stuff, my project would not be anywhere near as good as it became and as widely popular as it became. It would just not even be anywhere close as good without people calling out the problems, identifying them. Well, that's actually two different steps. Identifying the problems is one step. People need to care and pay attention and be willing to look enough to find the problems, right? But then second, calling them out, being able to say, hey, look, this is a problem. It needs to be fixed. Like I said, in a civilized, rational way. No need to be toxic or inflammatory about it. We can still say, hey, this is not cool. And third, being patient and trying to be part of the solution instead of part of the problem and just setting fire to everything, right? You guys know that that's my style anyway. The chill zone, you know, if there's something that needs to be fixed, great. Let's fix it. Let's talk about it. There's no point ignoring it. But, you know, let's try and stay positive. And it doesn't mean we have to ignore things and sugarcoat things and just be in denial, la la land. But, you know, you can tackle a problem with a positive attitude while being completely honest and transparent about what that problem is. So yeah. Anyway, that's my take, you guys. And so if it helps any, Random or whoever's, you know, struggling with the situation, the boycott, people being upset. For what it's worth, if it helps any, from me, like my gift from me to you, let's just work through it. Right? That's the tone and stance I'm taking, and that I will continue to take. So, you know, that's pretty much it. I don't know. For me, it seems relatively simple. The direction Netmarble has been moving with Marvel Future Fight for several months now has taken a concerning turn. It really has. The game was kind of pretty much the same for, you know, nearly 2 years. You know? And Netmarble kind of did things generally the same way for a long time, like 2 years in. And then in the last, like, I want to say like half a year, maybe less, like last 4 or 5 months, there has been an obvious change, an obvious shift in their approach. And it has been, everybody knows this, it's no secret, more cash grabby, more manipulative to try and push us into buying crystals, spending crystals. And I don't mean that as any sort of personally insulting, nastiness. It's just, if you look at it from a business standpoint, just the simple facts of it, their marketing approach right now is more aggressive and more, I don't mean manipulative as like, ooh, they're evil people, no, I don't have any desire to judge anyone. But, just in business terms, if you're sort of strong-arming the customer into doing certain things, that's what I mean. Manipulative in just the dictionary sense of the word, manipulating the situation in a way that is focused on just your gain and not really a mutual best interest. I don't know if there was a change in Netmarble management, in their marketing department or whatever, in their managerial staff, but there's obviously been a change. There's no use beating around the bush and sugarcoating that. There's been a change,